Alright, something a little bit different here. I can't remember I think the last time Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of Creased. Now, today's episode, we're going to be doing something a little different, man. Maybe it's a brand that no one really talks about, there's no real hype around it, but they're making some cool moves. And they had a crazy sale. I was able to get 3 pairs for like $200. And at the time when I was doing this, there wasn't much coming out. So I was like, let's just do it. We got some content and let's just jump straight into it. Alright, something a little bit different here. I can't remember I think the last time I did anything with this brand, it was just apparel. Because they had a collab with the same brand as my car. Little hint. So I'm filming this before I do the intro and everything. So I don't know what I told you yet, but they had a crazy sale on. I missed out. Then they had an even crazier sale. Now here we are. We got 3 pairs for, I want to say, I don't even know, super cheap. Let's go with this one. On the box, it's saying archive. This is something that I was almost curious to check out to see when these initially came out. I do remember them as a kid, but I just feel like they're very similar to a Nike silhouette. But I was curious, but we got the Fume disc. Essentially this here will tighten up. But they're very similar to a Warachi, I feel like. Something's gone there. Got the Puma cell. Man, remember that? Some nostalgia right here. One of the coolest shoes I ever got, well, the first cool shoe that I got in terms of a school shoe, it was a pair of Pumas. They were like a mid or high top black with the white logo down the side. First thing that wasn't just like normal school shoes, but these are interesting. We're gonna put them all on feet, test them all out. So this is obviously one of their retro styles that they've brought back. Something different, we're mixing it up. This next pair, I feel like, is another one. Well, this one's saying TRC Blaze. They've all got Blaze on it. I don't know what Blaze is, but you know, have a look. Now these, the materials on them, what caught my eye, I was only looking at 1 or 2 pairs, and even if I did do a third, it was like a BMW collab. These ones here caught my eye because the quality of materials seem like they were up there with like New Balance or Saucony. Obviously we're going off pictures, but man, the suede on these are really nice. Now the other thing too is, I probably haven't had a pair of Pumas since, I don't know, like 19 or something, when they had the market on going out shoes. But we're gonna have to try these on, see what sticks. Now this one here, this is a collab, and he's more synonymous with collabs. The first collab, one of the first collabs he ever did, he may have done something prior, was a dunk in what was called the City Pack. This was for New York, and there were fights in the street over these. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Now, he's done a collab with Puma. Not so hype, but the details are nuts. Details are probably, if not better, than the first one. I mean, look at the box. Crazy details. Got a dust bag with the Jeff Staple logo on it. Extra packet of laces. And even the wrapping paper is crazy. I went with the all black. I just felt like there was something different to it. The black and the, what is it, like a grey, black and yellow was cool, but these, yeah, just something different, man. Remind me almost like, kind of like an Air Force One maybe, and that sort of aesthetic. But definitely like a port style shoe. What's the model called? Slipstream. Now, I'm not huge on Puma, so I couldn't tell you if this is a brand new silhouette, something that's been in the archives for a minute, but if you have a look, we've got Puma on one, then we got the Jeff Staple Pigeon on the other. Yeah, the details on these are nice. You'll be getting B-roll and everything on these, but man, it's a lot of weight in these. I hope they're comfortable. And again, I don't know what size. What are these? These are a 10. They don't look too narrow, but you never know. I am more of a 10.5. QC on these are not the greatest, not terrible, but not the greatest. What do we got? It's like a patent leather, but with like a crocodile design. It's pretty cool. And then continuing on with the tongue, you got like a nice shiny leather. Also got in the inner sole, which you'll see in B-roll, you got the Jeff Staple logo, Puma logo, and then this crazy like design. It's like a dragon design, I'm not too sure. But we've just got 3 shoes, which I want to say all retailed around 200. And I would have got them for, let's not muck this up. Let's make sure we get the right price, because this was crazy. They were already on special. And then they had a mid-season sale because the code was MSS 40, so 40% off. We go. Puma, your order. $268.80 for 3 different pairs. Now I know everyone gets caught up in the, it's got to be Nike, it's got to be Jordan. You know, more recent times, you know, we're going Asics, New Balance, Saucony. Why can't you bring a little Puma into your life? Because for these prices, limited edition collab, retros, they got it all. And these are good looking shoes. We're about to put them all on feet and like get them feet shots, but man, I don't know like how they're gonna fit, because we're trialing. I haven't had a pair of Pumas for years. I'm gonna say at least 15 years, right? Because at one point Puma had like the market on these like going out type shoes. They were kind of like a racing style mixed with like a football boot style, but I can't even remember the style, what they were called. But when I was first going clubbing, like they were the shoe. But what did these work out to be? These Jeff Staple joints. Came down to $86.40 these, so dust bag, all the details, limited edition collab. 86.40. The disc Blaze OG for the more expensive pair at 96, and the Blaze worn out, TRC Blaze worn out, 86.40, same as the Jeff staple. These are super light. These could just be like a nice casual walking shoe, man. Like, the only thing I'm seeing with these, what size are they? These are a 10.5, but they also, same with the disc, there's no like tongue. Sometimes I have issues with that. We'll just have to see. Let's get them on feet. I'm gonna be honest, even though we're doing the on-feet shots right now, I've literally just picked the camera up from doing the Jeff staple joints. These are like cutting off circulation of my feet, unfortunately, so I don't think the sizing is correct. The sole is very stiff. It's not great. The disc, I had all the trouble in the world trying to get them on. I think a 10.5 would have been alright, because when I did finally work out the system and everything, and it made it a little bit easier to get on, they were just strangling my foot, similar to what this is. The black and white pair probably fit perfect, but again, like really hard to get on because of that tongue system, so I don't know what I'm doing here. The ones I like the most, like seeing them in hand, are the disc, but there's no real way that they could give, like it's hardened plastic wrapped around and everything like that. I don't know. I'd also just like to apologize for the humming noise within when I'm unboxing and everything like that. I have no idea what that noise is, but I've never experienced it before with this camera, this microphone. But look, we're probably looking into lapel mics soon anyway, for when we're doing stuff out and about, so maybe those longer shots where the microphone's a little bit further away, we'll do that. Right. Now, these are, all three of them are great shoes. I would say the Jeff staple joints are very stiff, very narrow, weren't great for me. I feel like if I think they were a 10.5. So no, not really good. The disc joints, if I had them in a 10.5, they would have been perfect. The black and white joints, I think they were a 10.5, but yeah, just the no tongue thing. The disc joints at least opened up a little bit with that mechanism on the front, but yeah, the sizing just wasn't right for me. I feel like if you've got a narrow foot, these are going to be really good for you, but Puma in general are doing some crazy things. Just look at what they did with the Mellows, right? Even just saying that is wild, because Mellows used to be Carmelo Anthony in the Jordans, but now it's LaMelo Ball. And his shoes were selling out and reselling. Puma basketball shoes were reselling. Not so much now. I feel like they probably did smaller numbers initially when he was first coming into the league, and now they got the hype to a fever pitch. Now there's heaps of numbers. I'm not too sure. They're on to about the third one, I think, now. But I like what they're doing. I obviously buy a bit of stuff from their BMW range, but it just so happened, because they're sale items, you know, there isn't too much in the way of sizing, so I kind of got what I felt like could work. Check them out, man. Like, there's always a crazy special on, so you're gonna be saving crazy money. The Jeff Staple collab, they've just released another bunch of stuff within that. I think I'm gonna try and get the Puma suede. That's probably a style that I would wear more than any of the others, and I feel like they're a bit more comfortable than the ones that I had. But let me know in the comments, do you have any Puma? Did this open your eyes to what they do? I feel like I've said this before with like New Balance at the time, and then Saucony, them having a moment. I don't know that Puma is having a moment at the moment, but they're getting close. I feel like they're getting close. Let me know in the comments what you think. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We'll be back twice a week. Peace.